What's good, y'all? You back with Streets, freestyle cooking with Streets. Thanks for tuning in. Like always, hope everybody out there staying safe and healthy. Of course, y'all know what it is. Got another great recipe to share with y'all. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Appreciate you coming through, showing some love. If this is your first time on the channel, please subscribe, like, share, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with all the latest recipe videos I love to share with y'all. Alright, so we about to get it in. Let's do it. So today, y'all, we doing some picanha. Yup, we doing some steak, y'all. And this cut of steak is so good. The meat is so banging. You feel me? Now, picanha is like a popular cut in Brazil. Maybe some steakhouses you might have been to. The Brazilian steakhouses where they'll serve it cut up on the skewers and grilled. Nice. You feel me? But you normally can't find this in your local market. You will want to go to a specialty shop or butcher shop to get this cut. Alright, it's basically a sirloin cut. You know, it's different sirloin cuts, but this is like the rump cap. You feel me? You know, you got the fat cap on the back right there, which is when we cook it, it's going to add a lot of flavor to it. Okay, you also could cut this into steaks if you like. How I'm going to do it is I'm going to cook the whole thing and we're going to slice it up at the end, y'all. Alright, so the first thing we want to do, y'all, we're going to go ahead and get our meat seasoned up real easy. So what we're going to do is just add some salt and pepper, y'all. That's it. This meat, the flavor is so good that you don't even have to over season it or do anything extra. Just some salt and pepper, man. You're good. Okay, we're gonna add a nice, you know, husky amount of salt on there because this is a nice thick piece of steak. Get that up in there. Real good. So add some pepper. All right, and we're going to do both sides. Now I'm going to do the other side once I get it into the pan because we're going to cook it with the fat side down first because we want to render off the fat, which is going to create the juices in the pan, which is going to give us that extra flavor. Okay, and while we got it on the fat side, we'll season the other side. Okay, so we'll just let this sit for a second on the side for a couple of minutes. All right, y'all. What we're going to do now is, before I get my pan out and get our picanha going, alright, I'm also going to make a broccoli and spinach puree to eat with our steak and some roasted potato heads. Alright, so I got me a couple of heads of broccoli up here on the board. Also got me some fresh spinach right here in a bag. And I also got some russet potatoes, okay? Depending on how many people you cook it for, you know, you're going to use a couple potatoes, 3-4 potatoes, one head, and so forth. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is let's move my broccoli to the side, and I want to go ahead and just cut my potatoes in half, just like that, y'all. Real easy. All right, because we're gonna roast these halves. Preheat your oven to 400 and finish cutting up these potatoes. Okay, so while the oven is preheating, I go ahead and got a baking sheet, lined it with some foil. We'll go ahead and season our potatoes, some salt. All right, some pepper. And you know, you just want to season these to taste, you know, lightly covered seasoning. Because they're halves, you know what I mean, depending on the size of your potatoes. So it's not no special measurement of salt or pepper. You just want to just, you know, nice little coating like that. Some little bit of salt and pepper, alright? Next, I want to go ahead and add some olive oil. There we go, y'all. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and flip these over. Same thing, olive oil on this side also. And that's it, y'all. Real easy. And we're going to go ahead, because we want to get these started first, because they'll take a little bit of time. Not a lot of time, but about 30 minutes, 30 to 35 minutes at 400. Alright, so let's get this in the oven and keep this thing moving. Let's do it! Next thing I want to do is I'm going to take my broccoli heads and start cutting off the florets, so we can have them ready. Okay, now that I got my broccoli broken down into florets, let's go ahead and get a pot of water going, y'all. Alright, y'all, as y'all can see, I got my pot of water on boiling crazy. Go ahead and add some salt in there, some sea salt. Oh yeah. Next, I'm going to go ahead and get my broccoli florets up in there. And this is normally what you do when you're blanching them, and you would take them out and put them in an ice water bath. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and let these boil for about 8 to 10 minutes till they get a little bit soft, y'all. Alright? Once they get a little bit soft, we'll add our spinach in there for a couple minutes. Take it on out, y'all. Let's do it! Alright, y'all. It's been about 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and get my spinach up in there for another 2-3 minutes. Okay, y'all, now we're ready to go ahead and take this out. Let's go. Yeah, y'all, nice, soft. Alright, y'all, so next you want to break out your food processor or your blender and get everything up in there. We got our broccoli and spinach up in the blender. We're going to go ahead and blend it till it's smooth. Get the top on there. Let's go. Okay, once I got it nice and smooth, as y'all can see, look at that. Oh yeah. I want to go ahead and add some salt and pepper. Here we go. Maybe about two teaspoons of salt. Also add about a teaspoon of pepper. Next, I'm also going to add, I got me some roasted garlic right here. Some dry roasted garlic. You can use fresh garlic if you like. Use about 1 clove or 2 cloves. Alright, get about a teaspoon of that up in there. Oh, my beeping going off, y'all. That means the potatoes must be ready. Okay, next, I'm going to go ahead and add couple tablespoons of butter. Okay, and I'm also going to add some creme fraiche. If you don't have no creme fraiche, you can add some sour cream. Alright, I'm going to put about 3 tablespoons. Alright, we'll get that in there, and we want to go ahead and get that mixed on up, y'all. Alright, there we go, y'all. Finish mixing it. There we go, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Oh yeah. Puree ready to go. Let's take a little taste of that. There we go. Put enough seasoning in it right on the money. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to just leave my puree in there to the side. It's still a little warm. Let's get our my potatoes out the oven. They should be ready, but we're going to keep those in the microwave to keep them on chill. And then to start to show y'all the picanha, we're ready to get it in. Let's do it. And there go our potatoes, y'all, our roasted potatoes. Wanted y'all to get a look at them real quick before we get the pan hot. And we're gonna go ahead, sit these to the side. I'm gonna put them in the microwave to keep them warm, keep them chill. And when we're ready to plate up, maybe we'll have to heat them up, but we should be good. Alright? Alright, got my cast iron out. Got my beef tallow. My fat, give me that extra beefy flavor. If you don't have none of this, you know, you could just add some oil. I would use a high heat point oil, like avocado oil, sunflower oil, peanut oil, you know, just a high heat oil. Get that in there. And not too much because, like I said, that fat on my picanha, oh yeah, y'all, we're going to render that and that's going to give us some more juice and flavor. Alright, so we'll go ahead and we're going to do the fat side down first. Press it down, make sure it gets some good contact. And I got it on a medium high, but I'm going to bring the heat down just a little bit to like a medium because we want to render the fat slow. Alright? And it should take about maybe, depending on how thick the fat is on your picanha. My butcher cleaned up off some of the fat, took some of the fat off the fat cap. So I had that light little piece still on the other side. So we're gonna render that down real slow. I said earlier, while we're rendering the fat, we're gonna go ahead and season the other side with some salt and pepper. You know, that's the amount of salt up on there, some kosher salt. You don't want to use no table salt. You want to use that kosher salt. You can see the salt on your meat and pepper. Yeah, man. Smelling good already. Oh yeah, coming along real good. Now, another tip I want to tell y'all too with picanha. Now, if you got a nice thick fat cap, normally you will score the fat cap, you will score it diagonally, you know what I'm saying? Just so that you could, you know, it'd be easier to render. But since mine wasn't so thick on the other end, because the butcher like shaved some of it off, I didn't have to score it, y'all. But you normally would score the fat in diagonal. We about to flip this. Alright, it's been about 5 minutes. Alright, y'all. About to get our flip on. Let's go. Oh yeah, y'all, look at that. Ooh, got some nice color. Got the fat rendered down real nice. Oh yeah, y'all. Now you want to have your oven heated at 400, y'all. 400, because we're going to sear this other side for maybe another 5 minutes. And then we're going to go throw the whole pan up in the oven, y'all. Alright. So I'm going to also add some butter, so we can baste it. Let me get some butter up in there, y'all. Oh yeah. And those juices from the fat. Oh yeah, y'all, we're just gonna, pan getting a little hot. Hold up. Always be careful, y'all. Cast iron, man. Whole pan gets hot. Oh yeah. Some juices up in there. Oh yeah, y'all. Alright. Alright, y'all. There we go. Got my picanha up out the pan, up into the pot. I poured all the juices on top. That's the juices you see in the pan. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this in the oven at 400. Now, my internal temp, I'm going to put it in there for about 20 minutes. I'm trying to target about 149. Medium rare is about 135 if you like yours medium rare. Medium, about 129. But 135 medium rare. But I'm looking around like a medium well, you know, around that area, and I'm just shooting for the target of 149. Alright, I'm going to also use my temperature probe so I can make sure I get it. So I'm going to stick my probe in the thickest part of the meat right there, and I'm going to set my timer. So it's always good to have one of those kind of thermometer probes. Y'all that watch my channel probably seen me use it a couple times, but you know, that's just a backup to make sure I get it to where I want it to be. All right, so I'm gonna set my thermometer for 149, but that should be about 15-20 minutes, man. All right, let's do it. All right, now that I got my picanha up in the oven, go ahead and add a little bit more of my tallow to the pan. Same pan I was using. We want these little goodness off the bottom of the pan to find. Alright, and I had also off camera, y'all, that's about a tablespoon, y'all, because I'm breaking it up because I had it in the fridge. But trust me, y'all should try this. Right? It'll be hot. Oh yeah, y'all, there we go. Now I got it down to medium. I'm gonna go ahead, I got some shallots. Get my shallots up in there, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and mix this up for about 30 seconds. Pan is already hot. So next I'm gonna add some garlic. Got me some chopped garlic there. Oh yeah, it's smelling so good, y'all. Feeling good. Okay, now after a minute, go ahead and add me some mushrooms. My mushrooms up in there. And you know the mushrooms is going to let off some liquid that'll also help deglaze my pan. Alright, so just stir these in, incorporate these in about a minute. Also, after a minute, I'm going to go ahead and add some red wine. Let's go, about a quarter cup. Here we go, y'all. And I want to cook this to reduce it to about half of that. So we're going to let that reduce down. Also going to add about a quarter cup of chicken stock. I mean beef broth. Quarter cup of beef broth, y'all. Alright, we're going to bring that to a boil until the alcohol and everything reduce by half, y'all. Alright. Now that we got it reduced down, I'm going to go ahead and turn my heat down some. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and add a couple tablespoons of some creme fraiche. Like I said, you don't got no creme fraiche, some yogurt, even some heavy cream will do. Go ahead and get that incorporated in there. Got my creme fraiche incorporated nice in there. I'm going to go ahead and add some shredded Parmesan cheese. There you go. Alright, about a quarter cup. You know, you can want it extra cheesier, you can add more. Boom. Get that mixed up in there, y'all. Oh yeah. I'm talking about, y'all. We almost at the finish line. Got our nice little red wine mushroom sauce. Add the cheese. Look at that, y'all, coming together nice. Okay. And there we go, y'all. We got our creamy mushroom sauce, y'all. And I like it just like this. I don't, you know, some people like their sauce a little thin and watery like. I like mine like, that's why I add the Parmesan cheese, because it just makes it real together. Like it's like the mushrooms and cheese, and I just sit it on top of the steak. Oh my goodness, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, so now we're just waiting for our picanha, which should be coming up soon. And we'll be at the plate up, y'all. Let's do it! Alright, y'all, got my picanha up out the oven. 149, perfect, y'all. All right. Go ahead and get my probe up out of there. And then we want to let our steak rest, y'all. All right, you want to let the steak rest. There we go. For about 10 minutes, y'all. And put some foil on top of that. Let it rest for about 10 minutes. We get the slicing and plating. Alright, y'all, here we go. We got our steak rested. About to slice it on up so we can get this thing plated on up, y'all. Alright, let's do it. And you definitely want to go against the grain. So go ahead, let me flip it over. This side was the fat cap side. Where you see it got that nice color, that nice flow going on. Alright. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put it back on the fat cap side. And we're gonna slice it up, y'all. Alright, let's do it. Oh yeah. Got it like how I want it, y'all. Got the medium well flow going on. You see that? Look at that. And it's juicy. You see that smoke coming off there? I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's definitely juicy and the smoke is popping. Oh yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish slicing this up. Bring it back to y'all. Alright, y'all, so we about to plate this up. As you can see, I already added some of my puree on there, my broccoli and spinach puree. Oh yeah, y'all. We're gonna take some slices of picanha, still smoking. Let's get it on there, y'all. Oh my goodness. There we go, y'all. Set it right there in the puree. And I go ahead and got my mushroom, Parmesan cheese, red wine flow going on. And like I told y'all, I like mine. I like a little thick and sticky like this, so I can just sit it on top of my steak, y'all. Just like that. Just like that, y'all. Trying to tell y'all. Alright. Let me go ahead and get our potatoes. Alright, get our roasted potatoes, our roasted half potatoes. Boom. Alright, y'all, there we go. Real simple dish, real easy. I mean, with the potatoes, optional. You can put some cheese on that, some sour cream on that, some chives on that if you want. But we keep it real basic and simple, y'all. Look at that. Because that picanha, perfectly done, cooked right. You know what I'm saying? We got it in the spinach and broccoli puree. So that right there, y'all, is setting it off. Alright? You dig? So, please subscribe, like, share, hit that notification bell. You know what I mean? So y'all can keep up with latest videos, comment, let me know what y'all want to do, holla at me. You know what I mean? Let me know if y'all tried it. You know how I do, y'all. Freestyle cooking with streets, y'all. Alright? And y'all know how I do. Holla.